switch up and switch directions on you. Remember also the landing area clear. If not, make sure that you guys come on out here, get a little bit of sun. For the wild and craziest person, then I'm going to hand out some swag to. That's the one that's having a good time, isn't afraid to get wild and crazy, isn't afraid to scream, and we got video cameras rolling for the new DVD. So yeah, shrug the shoulders. So if you haven't ever seen it up close and personal, you're going to see it up close and personal the Pierre's way. Well, what's going to happen is these guys are going to come out. They're going to be fueled by your applause. Once they fire up the bikes and they give you a thumbs up, then it's time to rock and roll. Your BMX freestyle riders are out there rocking it right now, doing some tricks. These guys will ride non-stop. And make sure you stop by over here. Device Tattoo, these guys are in the house too, locking it in, doing some autographs. And speaking of autographs, hey guys, it's not too often we get to come back to Fort Wayne, and a lot of these guys are from California, from Georgia. BMX freestyle riders out here doing their thing for you. Got some top-notch Access Force athletes in the house. Remind you guys, if you see Chris Gerber wandering around the house, say what's up to him. He's one of the local superstars. You've seen him on the Do Access Sports series. Out there rocking it, doing it for Dance Comp. He's in the house, locking it down for you. He'll be walking around having a good time. The freestyle motocross guys are over there. Make sure you of a little town called North Webster, north here, but by way of Fort Wayne, out there keeping Fort Wayne on the map, like most of these riders and most of these athletes out here from the Midwest. Josh Morney coming all the way up from Georgia. We got riders from California, Piere, Pennsylvania, Youngstown, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, right there, Rich Kearns. You're going to see him on his freestyle motocross bike a little bit later, and he's doing heel clickers out here. Oh, we have 5 minutes to do a run, and it gets real hectic when we're doing it. But in the Sick and Twisted Tricks format, we come in the house, we can actually do what we want to do and just ride free and hang out, because it's all about hanging out, smiling, being with your friends, enjoying the weather, and most importantly, it's all about the fans. And Sick and Twisted puts you up close and personal with your fans, and the Access Sports right there with you. Coast, he was doing it in the Midwest. And he's still out here rocking and rolling. They're fueled by your applause. If you see something you like, and these guys are locking it in, then make some noise for them because they can hear you. That just means one thing. They go bigger, sicker, and more twisted with the tricks. Now here's another input. If you can feel wind at your level where you're sitting or standing right now, imagine what it's like about 25 or 30 feet in the air with 200 pounds of metal underneath you. It's about 4 times as heavy up top. Now I was talking with them earlier, and when they were popping up the lift, they were actually seeing over the top of that overhang, and the wind was blowing at them when they got to the level of that overhang. Rich Curves, Gary Robertson, and my boy, Brayna, in the house. He's going to rocking for you. Beta out here. When you hear him cracking the throttle, that means one thing. They want you guys to get loud and crazy. On the far side, on the green and white bike, in the black and aqua and teal, that is Mr. Rich Kearns. You've been seeing him on the Nuclear Cowboys tour. You've been seeing him on the Ramp to Ramp tour and all over your TV sets. And the OG in the black and orange is Gary G. Robertson. By way of California, Youngstown, Ohio, and New York. These guys are in the house for you. Undermine all you fans, and for some reason you find yourself in their show area, and you hear a motorcycle coming towards you. What's your trick store? I think we can crank the music just a little bit more. Watching the jerseys, you see the jerseys. Right there, Rich Kearns, Ben Vena on the red and white, black and white, in the black and orange, Gary Robertson, and in the green and white bike, it's teal and black, it is Mr. Rich Kearns. Somebody make some noise for Freestyle Moto. Ben Vena out there locking it in. These guys are just getting warmed up, and they're probably teasing it right now. I'm nothing to flicking off the mic back on from Gary Robertson. Having a good time. These guys are locking it in. I think it's time. He's saying, Gary just told me they're going to go old school on this demo because of the wind. A toboggan air. Kearns doing a toboggan. On next, somewhere, Jerry McGrath just got shivered somewhere in the world. He's like, whoa, what was that? And here comes Gary Robertson, and somebody make some noise for your Freestyle Moto riders. Heels, no-hander, not one but 2 tricks. If you got your cameras out, you've never seen it up close and personal. Hold your camera out, start making some noise. Steel fish right there. Well, he just got a shiver somewhere. +1, doing it out there, locking it in. That actually put a smile on Chris Gerber's face right there. Chris said, yeah, I got that. Looks like he's going for a Superman seat grab. Now, if you see him go into a trick and he doesn't fully go into it, get behind him and they're going to come back and do it even bigger because of the wind. We got them locked and loaded, making sure these guys are safe at all times. Where's the wild and craziest fan out here? The one that maybe is going to get some t-shirts or some stickers. Huge. On the far side, here's Mr. Rich Kearns. Oh, it's been caught by the wind, but I think they're actually fueled a little bit more by your applause. Gratitude thrown in. What they're looking at right now is the wind. These guys are actually going old school for you. Check it out. Oh, one leg. Cool. Looks like they're going old school for you. Ben said the wind. He just told me the wind up top is crazy. He said he's getting blown by the wind up top. So they're going to go old school for you. It's a reverse stripper standing on the seat. 1, 2. 3. Somebody rock the house. Let's get going. Here we go. Keep making the noise. Start your train, boys. We're ready to go. Keep the noise going. They're fueled by your applause. Come on, everybody. From the first round to the last round, keep the noise going. Hands for all your BMX freestyle riders.